I know I dog on D4 a lot, but it's only because I felt D4 dogged on me. Try to work it out yourself. You never know. You might create that next meta. That dude is chill. I like that mullet. That was... I'm sorry. This has been me for like the past month. Hey YouTube, NerdBird here. Today I jumped into Reddit just to have a few laughs at the memes and actually discovered more than I was expecting to. Found some lost people that I didn't think actually were still in Path of Exile's community, and also just had a whole bunch of laughs. I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know below. Did you find any of these memes? Do they resonate with you? I hope they do, because I had a great time and I hope I can share that moment with you. I like this one. You see all the new ascendancies and get excited. I see them and I have no idea what I'm looking at. We're not the same. We're not the same. No, I mean, I think if you're new coming over here from Diablo, you don't need to worry so much about the ascendancies. Ascendancies don't come right off the bat, and you have time to work it out. That kind of works in with this one, which was the best, the meta build that still like exists. What do they call it? What do they say it was? The most powerful build of PoE1, still viable, the crab build. So, I mean, this is kind of a reality. I mean, obviously this is a fake build. Hopefully you're not taking it that way. But, you know, you will see these guys who like stretch the line north, east, southwest, and they're trying to like pick up every single point that they can in order to have like max damage, max shield, or max health, or you know, minion damage, whatever it might be. You can go down, but you know, you also at the same time, you can't just build the glass cannon, and a lot of that stuff is found here. So like you can get cold and heat or void damage reduction. So you have to kind of look through those. But I mean, if you're new to the game, don't get too intimidated by it. Like, build what you got to build. But I mean, at some point, just ask someone or look at a guide and see what they're doing, because it'll get you no matter what you do. I think the first 3 acts, like no matter how you build, you're gonna get through those whether you're paying close attention to the tree or not. Like if you're just building damage, you might bump into a little bit of problem, but I think I mean, in PoE1, like I've had it before where I've just built straight damage and never had problems until I got to the end game. You're not using the build from the 30 YouTube videos I sent you. I'm just going to play the game how I want to and figure out just kind of that's what we were just talking about a second ago. I know I have a lot of friends who try to go down these lines. They're like, I'm gonna create my own build. I'm smart. There's this like dilemma with Path of Exile players, and if you haven't played it before and you're just coming from Diablo and playing it for the first time, you'll run into this. It's kind of like if you've ever played the Warframe. It has that toxicity of I'm super intelligent and understand how to work the trees and things. I don't find it to be that. I think you need to obviously just learn how to balance stuff. And so on one side of the argument, you know, you do have these guys who build mega builds, but you got to be careful about these guys as well who are throwing those up there, because at least with Path of Exile, you would see during a season a build would get made and somebody would throw like a chess piece on their YouTube and say this is the best, and then you would go to the market to look for it, and I mean that thing would cost mirrors or like so many chaos orbs that, you know, it was just outrageous. And of course it slowly goes down because another build will come a day later, an hour later, and you know, all these things will start compiling on top of each other. But you definitely will see a lot of people posting that on YouTube, and that affects like how valuable or how dear each like piece of gear is going to be. You can follow those YouTube videos, but like I was saying, I have friends who just like claim they they're oblivious to YouTube content creators and only build stuff on their own. Try to work it out yourself. You never know. You might create that next meta. This one, priest hired by GGG Blood. Ah, yes, yes. Sin the Pope. Sin the Pope. Let's do it. I mean, we 100%. I hope that the servers work well. Please, God, make my game work.
God in heaven, please God, oh Lord, hear my...
I like those headphones. They're better than mine. And they need some more duct tape, friend, whoever you are. And you're playing Magic? Awesome. That's what we got here. Oh, this is a good one. I like this. We're all the same. Even dogs play Path of Exile in Diablo 4. Now, I mean, this is a good message. Some people might like ping me as being very tribal when it comes to these games because of the content that I make, but in reality, I'm not. I like Diablo, dude. I had fun with Diablo. And, I mean, I played Diablo longer than some of my friends even, but I definitely quit before other ones. But, I mean, overall, Diablo was a good game. It's just, I felt like they dropped it. It just got boring at the end, right? I mean, there was nothing really to do. It was Diablo. But the, you know, the art, the lore, the story, those cutscenes, oh, man, like, Diablo had some of the best cutscenes I've ever seen, like, hands down. I'm not going to dog Diablo for that. I just got bored of it. That's what it comes down to. But I mean, yes, this one again. Please exorcise the demons. Make sure those servers work. This is I get nothing. Nothing. It's free. You get the best RPG of all time. I want to throw a point here because I did throw some shade towards Diablo in one of my intro videos here lately of a delivery guy like coming and saying you owe me $90 and handing me Diablo 4, and I'm like, I didn't buy that game, and it's ESO or a PS Path of Exiles is free, and so I take a stab at Blizzard there with that, but somebody got upset with me and kind of commented back, hey, it's not free. Like, you're lying about this. It's not free. It's $30. But what I have to say about that is early access. Like, this game is technically, we are paying $30 for the early access. 6 months later, this game is going to be free. I'm not technically paying for the real game. I'm paying for the early access to get into it, which means, I mean, that's just like every other game. They're literally giving us a chance to jump in early and have fun with it. So yeah, that guy was kind of upset with me, I think, thinking that I was stretching the truth. But I mean, in all reality, 6 months later, this game is free. That $30 is early access. Early access. Don't forget that. How I look after commenting to a PO2 EA giveaway post when I have a job and I can just buy support. Hey, you know what? What have I done? I hit a button. I like this one. Whew. It's getting closer, guys. It's getting closer. I can't wait. What measures have you taken to ensure successful login this Friday? Yes. Oh, hey, K, that's a name I haven't seen in a while. I used to follow K a lot back in the day with Path of Exile. Let me tell you, no disrespect to Gazzy, but K made the best guides back in the day. Let me tell you something about K. She made guides that would even show you to the T, like which skills, which armor pieces, everything, how to craft it, like as you went through level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, act 1, this is to where you need to go, you can avoid these things, go straight, take this. K is like, man, I gotta say something here because like K is like, she's one of the best. She is one of the best build content building PoE, however you're gonna say it. Like, she is definitely like, she's someone I would follow, and she does great videos. I'm K for K. That dude is chill. I like that mullet. PO2 ascendancies are something I don't know. The game isn't out yet. Now, this is kind of the thing that I've been trying to say as well. There are people who have had access to the game, and there are people who are knowledgeable about PoE 2, so I can't say everyone fits in that boat, but in all fairness, nobody should really know what to do. Like, you can say, I'm gonna build this ascendancy and I'm gonna build my tree this way, but I've looked at that incomplete tree and I gave up after like 5 minutes because, dude, let me tell you, there's just so much missing that, I mean, it's just an incomplete tree, and I don't want to make a guess about how I'm going to build something on a incomplete tree. Like, it needs to be completed somehow, and I need to be able to see it and before I start saying, you know, this is how you're going to build. Like, I do make videos that hype, but it's not me telling you how to build. It's just me suggesting this skill, that skill, be hyped, be ready, get in there, play the game. So yeah, this one is kind of serious. They're right. You know, nobody knows. Look at little Vlad actually going. Yeah, that's the Blood Mage. Yeah, okay. Hopefully it's not like League of Legends. Actually, that might get some of the people I know to play if they do that. Jonathan Rogers' voice has been lulling me to sleep for months. That voice is about to be keeping you awake, my friend. Enjoy it while you can. Like 2 days later, you're going to be playing nonstop, grinding your brains out. More.
A Diablo 4 announcement where they announced, I think it was a class they were announcing, that the content they're making is like not even as large as this random PoE 1 expansion that's coming out, you know what I mean? Like, there was all this sort of stuff like that. But then I was talking to Mark about this, and Mark was like, well, yeah, but so maybe they should be making more of the type of content like what we're making. And I was like, well, you know, you're not wrong about that. Like, okay, just because something takes more work doesn't necessarily mean that, like, that's the right thing to be doing. Yeah. And then I thought, well, hang on, are we making the same mistake with PoE 2? Like, we were barreling forward thinking, like, we have to finish this campaign before we can work on all this endgame stuff. And then I was like, well, hang on, like, why are we making all this content that's really hard to make when we could be making content that's honestly easier to make, and probably the players would get a lot more satisfaction out of it, like, there'll be a lot more actual gameplay.
These are just way too confusing for me to work through. My first build in PoE 2 as the first time. Nah, once again, don't stress. Chunky Monkey, yeah, the monk's gonna be big. You know, of all my videos, I think the monk, the warrior, and the monk were the most viewed and the most commented on. I think those are gonna be the most played classes. The least played class, Ranger. Yeah, here, this is more of my art. This is better art than me because this is drawn on a computer. Have you ever tried to draw something with a computer mouse? Like, it's impossible to do. I can't do it. But I mean, this goes back to the baby. The baby one's better. Yeah, the sundial is coming. 2 more days. I like that. Should I bite? Nakasuni, I'm biting.
Hi, I'm Chris Wilson from Grinding Gear Games. A couple of weeks ago, we went to the Game Developers Conference in San Francisco to learn how to develop and monetize Path of Exile more effectively. The one thing that we were told again and again was that we needed to add the ability for players to pay to win. This posed an interesting question. What does winning in Path of Exile look like? The answer was clearly like this.
That was witty.
Now that players could pay to win, we needed to decide a price. Almost every monetization specialist we spoke to recommended that we nickel and dime our customers. Being somewhat unfamiliar with this American pecuniary terminology, we investigated and determined that they meant charging 15 cents per win. Their final piece of advice was that we need to make sure it's a consumable purchase sold in stacks so that people need to keep rebuying to keep winning. So if you feel like you just haven't been winning Path of Exile enough recently, why not pay to win? We hope you enjoy your hard-earned victory.
I'm glad I bit. That's the best bit of clickbait I've had in a long time. I like that one. That was definitely some of the best clickbait I've viewed in a long time. What's this?
No.
Oh. Let's watch this. I'm sorry. This has been me for like the past month. Who made this? Who made this one? Strider? No. Who is it? Who did? Fluff. Kurosaki. Kurosaki, you're a genius. You are a genius. I got. Oh, this is the best scene in a long time. I'm dying. Oh, I'm crying. That was so good. I like that. I really like that. All right, let's move on before I die. Yeah, exercise the demons. Get rid of those things. Make those servers work, my boy. So if you guys are into Reddit and stuff, make sure to stop in there and check out more of these Reddit memes. Like I cut off short because there's just so many that go through and there's only so much that I can look at. But there were actually some entertaining memes that I found in there and a lot of stuff that gave me stuff to talk to. Hey man, I want to get to know you guys better. Leave comments inside or join me on Twitch sometimes. I'm going to start setting up a schedule and hopefully I can find a way to get everybody in there to start talking to me. I really want to get to know everyone that's in the community and, share knowledge with you guys and vice versa. Have you guys share knowledge with me to help me improve the game and help you guys get fast-tracked into other points of the game that you are interested in going into. With all this in mind, please remember to like and subscribe and leave those comments. Like I said, I can't say enough. I love hearing from you guys. I respond to everybody. Keeping that in mind, this is time for me to go. I'll see you guys later. Stay amazing. Bird out.